So I actually have to do this all over again, which never happened before. And first of all, freaked me out because I was like, oh my God, no, all over again. And then I realized that that's the final message I needed. That energy and that thing about doing it all over again. But first of all, let me tell you about the reading, because it's wild, okay? It's really wild. So as you know, if you know, I don't like to do love readings, but this one, I just couldn't. I couldn't unsee it. I couldn't unhear it. There's something about a connection with a divine masculine and a divine feminine. As easy as it sounds, as complicated as it gets. So the main message and the main focus of this reading is that somebody is energetically reaching out for you because they want you to give them a sign. They want you to give them a sign that it's okay to step in contact. They want to get contact to you. If there's one thing for sure, then that they want contact. There is somebody out of your past that wants to step to you, okay? And I feel like there was an exchange. Maybe you bumped in them. You saw them somewhere. You had a little talk. There was something, a connection. It's not long ago, or it could be coming. You running into somebody of your past. It don't even have to be physical, because we also connect with people in the spiritual and the energetical and the mental realm. So it doesn't have to be physical. There's somebody reaching out for you, most definitely. And I feel like there is a connection. There is a big connection. And it is a lot. So I had the 6 of Swords. So I felt like this collective stepped away. It took some time to realize, but you stepped away, and through that stepping away, you kind of got new orientation. And let me tell you, this whole thing and this connection with that person, it could be years ago. I'm literally talking about years. Stepping away from this relationship, this connection, made you going into high priest energy. There were definitely angels and your spiritual team taking you away. And through this, there was a good thing in this connection. It made you see your true self and your shadow. You could heal your shadow. It was like through this relationship or connection, it was the first time for you seeing your shadow in all their glory, in all their power. So how can you heal? You can only heal when you know what to heal. And you went into full-on contact with your shadow self, which made you going up the spiritual ladder. You know, it made you the high priestess. Really spiritual, really intuitive. You listened to your inner guidance, your inner voice. You touched your own soul through this, and you became an inspiration. You did this healing journey, and they know, because they didn't do it. Not at that point. They may be into another healing journey right now, but when you did it, they weren't ready. That's why you had to go, because you could no longer go a level underneath just to match with their energy. They know they messed it up, because there is a big third party energy. And this third party energy is kind of like the same as they were. So they got like a mirror. And this energy, actually showed them their shadows. And now I feel like something about this feels really cold. So it's like that connection between them is kind of surface level and cold. They want you to know that things are not as good as they seem. Maybe we're talking about the person that seems to have their shit together when they don't. But this person stepped in their life. It's not like it's deep, but it's mirroring. It seems cold, so they kind of missed your warmth. You know what I mean? This made them see the uniqueness of you. It's like a big realization, you know. I feel like they look for you. They're looking for you in places. It could be that they know, oh, you went there and there, you go to this bar sometimes, you go to this, so they could be there. They could be literally looking for you. They would never tell. You know what? They didn't treat you good when you were together. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. They're ashamed. They're ashamed. That's why, as we said in the beginning, they are waiting for a sign from you because they're ashamed. It's not like they don't want to contact you. They're ashamed. They needed a distraction from their own pain. That's why they let in this person. That's why they let in this third party mirroring. It was all a distraction of their own pain. That's how they actually went into relationships. It was always just fun and distraction. Until they met you. You opened their eyes. You touched them so deeply. You were seeing what they could be if they would heal. You saw their potential. You showing and loving and being with them showed them their potential. They're like addicted to that version. They can't find it alone. It's very hard for them. It's like the truest and the deepest thing that ever touched them was you. I don't know if they ever, I'm sorry to be that deep, but I don't know if they will ever experience something like that again. They will wait for a sign again from you. They can't stop thinking about you. Everything they do, it always has a hint of energy of yours. They started to really understand your connection. They didn't understand it when they were in with you. You already did understand. You tried to explain to them. You couldn't. You couldn't. They didn't have the ears. They wasn't ready. They weren't ready at all. They do understand slowly now. That's why they know how deep it was. In hindsight. Okay. It's really hard. I feel like you invested a lot. You invested in this. It was really important to you. There was deep love, to be quite honest. Most definitely, really deep love. This love changed you forever. This love changed you forever. But as I said, with the Six of Swords in the beginning that came out, you did this transformation. You did walk away to become the High Priestess. The only question you should ask yourself is if you really want to go back. Because it's on you. It's on you. Now it's on you. And let me tell you one thing, as I told you in the beginning. You gotta do it all over again. You gotta do it all over again. You know, when you go back and you feel like it changed, and it started to be the same again. That's the message I got when I had to do this reading all over. I'm not sure if these shoes of this old relationship, this old connection are way too small for you. Way too small. They always were in the first place, maybe. There's something that hurted them. Hurted them a lot. Maybe they found out that you had somebody new. Maybe you're already in a new relationship. Maybe you already got your eyes on somebody new. The devil. Okay, that could be something also with them about addiction. There's something wasn't good for them. They couldn't give up. Still might struggle with that. That's why all over again, you gotta know if you want to go back to it, because you could if you wanted to, but we don't always want to go back. There's the 10 of Cups coming out for you. So it's definitely about something for you. There's something that's going to make you happy in the end of the day and going to give you energy. But let me get one more card. So it's the Hermit. But it's the other way around. So there's something about stepping into your full power. The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles coming in for you. So the Knight of Pentacles is definitely like work, staying. I feel like there is somebody on your side that is going to make you happy, but it's somebody that is willing to take responsibility, to work with you together. I don't know if it's that person, to be quite honest. But there's somebody you can build something with. As the High Priestess and the Knight of Pentacles. In the middle, the 10 of Cups. So there's no clear answer. There's no right or wrong. It's just like, if you go back, are you willing to do it all over again? That's the biggest question. Are you willing to do it all over again? Do you want to go back? They want you back, clearly, but they're also ashamed. And when I see this situation, I feel like years have gone by. I don't feel like they know the version that you are now. And I feel like you've been crying out of these old shoes, to say it like that. I don't feel like these shoes are fitting anymore. You gotta know what you gotta know. That's all I'm saying. Okay, let's finish here. Bye-bye.